Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Scrap List Sunday where Laura and I use this sketch. Now, I do have to say that yes, this is going up on Tuesday, Christmas Eve. However, both of us had a little bit of issue of technical difficulties, so we're both going up today. And essentially, I started this, I went off camera, I did some punching from my Stampin' Up! Things, and then I had to cut. I thought I had squares to punch some squares, and I don't. So now I know what I need to get onto is I've got all of these circle punches, but I have no square punches. So I do know I need to get some square punches because I had to literally cut these all, not by hand, but with my paper trimmer. So these are 1 by 1 inches that I am using. Now you can do 2 by 2s, 3 by 3s, whatever you feel. And what I decided to do is that for every one that I did, I hand stitched and got it down so they didn't move. Now in this sketch, she doesn't do that. She just overlaps them. Either way will work. I absolutely love how this turns out. I do add some garland and I add some bell or some like light bulb looking punches. You name it, it all goes on this layout. And the pictures are of the day of when Santa Claus comes and drops off all the presents. The next day, Santa puts down Christmas powder on the floor, and I always get a picture of my daughter's foot and his footprint, and then the other one is the picture of the Christmas tree. I always leave them in black and white because the picture really shows up with the Christmas powder and whatnot. So I am just going back and forth. I am stitching across. I'm cutting. I'm making these all look good. And I do put quite a bit of this in, and then I cut some of it out and do it off camera. Now all of the strips that I cut of 1 by 1 inches, I took and did off camera, and then my garland that is sitting there is a punch from Stampin' Up! As well that I did off camera as well, just so that I had that kind of prepped so that this didn't take so long, because this took me about 2 days to do because of the amount of stopping and going, stopping and going, stopping and going. So it took me a while. So what you're seeing on camera is about an hour's worth of what took me forever in a day. That's what it felt like. But the end result really looks good, and I absolutely love how this turns out. So you may think that my tree looks a little weird, but I promise you that by the time I put my picture and stuff in there, it fills in that weird gap. I just wanted it to look semi-right to start with, and I kept taking the picture on and off. So here, this is where I said that I was going to use the garland, and I went every other one all the way up the top. And then you'll see me come in with my light bulbs as well. And it's just that I wanted to add a little bit more texture. Not that I have any texture going on with this, with the thread and the everything, just everything else with this, right? Let's just add a little bit more to it. But it turns out really good. I love how this turns out. I think it's perfect. I think it's one of those trees that are easy to build. As you can tell, it is easy. I just added. So if you're not wanting to take all that much time, it is an easy scrap lift to do, because the texture on this, you could take out the thread and you could take away the garland that I did do, and it works, wonderful. And here I am, now I'm coming in with the light bulbs. So the light bulbs is plaid. And what I decided to do was I flipped the white piece of it that is white. I flipped it so that it's not all red. I decided to do white for like the screw part of it, and then the bulb was red. And I put that all along here. I didn't do any other colors. I just wanted strictly red on this layout with this. And I do play around with this. I do leave some of this in, and then again, I do go off camera and finish this, because we would be here forever if I would have left in a lot of this, because it did take me a while to do, but it wasn't like it was time consuming. It was just more a lot of what I was doing needed to get a dimension and this and that and this and that and this and that. So here I am, I'm placing down the photo. Now, as you can see that by the time that I get done with it, everything is dimensionally done correctly. Now, I do get out and I back my photo up with some layering. I do some distressing, and then I leave some of them straight and flat just to give a little bit more texture that this layout probably doesn't already need, but it does. So I do all of that, and then pretty much after that, I go through all of the embellishments that I want to add on here. Now, the scrap lift that I am doing, so when you look at the Pinterest, it is from Vicki Parker, and that's her scrap lift. Well, then when you actually click on the blog to the hip kit, it is actually Nikki Rowland's tree. So it's 2 trees that you could take different types of scrap lifts. So you're kind of technically getting like 4 different layouts to be able to do a tree. And with 3 different process videos, because Nikki Rowland, when you click on the blog to the hip kit, it has Nikki Rowland's YouTube process video for that. And then essentially the picture of that. So we did take the picture of Vicki Parker, and that was our actual scrap lift, but because there was some because when you click on the link you do get Nikki as well, I figured, you know what, those 2 would work perfectly, right? And gives you 2 different theories on how to work this. So now I am the rest of this is just me going to town and finishing out this layout. So at first I thought I was going to use this one, and then I do come in with a different square background because I think it breaks up the photo just a little bit more. I just love how it works. I think it's just perfect. I love the dimension of it. I do get rid of one of the light bulbs, and I put in these stocking stuffers on there. And then here I come with my title. My title is going to be Merry Christmas, because this is on Christmas Day for us. And we live in Georgia, so we don't get snow or anything. So for me to turn all of my winter layouts, I literally physically have to turn a black and white and make it look like I live in winter wonderland, because today of all days, like for today, it's the day before Christmas Eve, and it is still 75 degrees out. Yesterday it was raining nasty. It was like one of them that you need to get off the pot and actually rain, or just not rain type of day, and it was 45 degrees. So we just bounce back and forth. It's ridiculous. And so here I add the stockings right there, and I thought it's just cute to add just a little bit of something off of there. Sorry for my big puffy head right there. And I do change out this Santa Claus to a different one. So I start with adding, I do add this, and then I do add that bow. I think adding the bow to the top of where that star is at, I think it just works 10 times better for me. At first I was just going to leave it as a star, and then it doesn't work. I just don't like it. So now I'm adding these little ornaments everywhere that's on this. The hip kit is this one is the November, December daily, whatever you want to call it, that they use. That's this collection. And I just love how this looks. I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. And I do know that there's this Santa, so I get this Santa out instead, and then I add a penguin down to it. I just like this one a little bit better. It just adds, it kind of, because the top part of the tree kind of goes out a little bit, I wanted to make the bottom go out a little bit more, just so that you can see, I don't know, like a diagonal triangle shape form going on here, but still the tree. And yeah, so make sure that you go check out everybody. Everything will be linked down below. I am getting so close to my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm hoping that by January or February, I can do my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. You guys have been amazing. I absolutely love each and every one of you, whether you leave a comment or not. I always try to get back to the comments. You guys have been fantastic through my teaching journey, because I do know that I'm not uploading as much, but you guys are still here. You guys are still looking at my things. And I just want to say thank you. If you do celebrate the holiday, I hope that you have a merry, merry, merry holiday, a Merry Christmas, and I hope, you know, tomorrow will be a great, great day if you are following me on Christmas Eve. If not, I just hope you have a wonderful day. You know, adding just a wonderful day is just amazing in itself. I cannot believe that we are closing out a decade and going into a new decade. That is just fantastic. I absolutely love it. And yeah, so there it is. So now I'm coming in with my shimmers. I do this Nouveau Mist one, and then I do come in with my Baby's Breath. And let me tell you, I spray the whole Baby's Breath down. It just looks amazing. And then that's it. So I hope that you like and subscribe. If you're new, welcome. If you are one of my veterans, thank you for coming back. The still shots are coming up. Make sure you go check out everybody else. Like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.